It's not too often that you come across a game that can pull you in with a single screenshot. Nomada Studio, however, manages to do just that with Gris. Extremely enticing visuals and artistic flair certainly catch the eye, but does this side-scrolling adventure have all the other bits and pieces to make a game that delivers across the board? Gamers are smart people. There is just something almost insulting when a game seems to hold your hand for the first hour, putting you through a tutorial on every one of the game's mechanics. Nomada Studios seems to realize this and spares gamers the slap in the face. From the start, you are literally dropped into the world and start your adventure. The nearly seamless gameplay keeps the player completely immersed in the journey. The quest you set off on feels like an absolute joy, thanks to the smooth movements and tight platforming. Although for the most part it feels like it is impossible to fail, the atmosphere and interesting environments make this game feel like an amusement park ride. The objective of Gris is to essentially move from point A to point B. However, as uninteresting as that sounds, there are a variety of puzzles to solve. Certain puzzles unlock new and exciting abilities that allow you to advance further in the game and solve more puzzles. There are stars that you pick up along the way that also help with bridging certain gaps and further progress the game. In addition, there are hidden stars to find in each stage to satisfy those completionists out there. All in all, Gris feels like an epic adventure packed in just a few short hours. And even though at a few points you may feel like you're running in circles, Nomada Studios did a commendable job with this side-scrolling quest. So much can be said without using a single word. Such is the case with Gris. There is not a single word of dialogue in the entire story, and yet the player can feel every ounce of emotion put into the game. The game starts you off in the palm of the hand of a large statue of a woman. The statue cracks and crumbles, dropping you to the ground. The world you start out in feels empty and sad, with its black and white tones. Your character seems weak as she slowly stumbles forward. You eventually come across a temple-type structure that seems to be a central location for the game. From here, you have access to a limited number of areas. Once you complete your journey through each area, you earn new abilities that then give you access to new areas within the temple. You also collect stars that you bring back to the temple that populate in the sky, seeming to form some type of constellation. Each new area you complete brings you back to the statue, and you unlock a new color that's added to the palette, making the world more and more beautiful. This touch of color makes each new area completely different and fitting to its atmosphere. It's as if the game was putting you through the different stages of grief. Rage, sadness, depression, and acceptance all seem to have a place on your journey. At the end of the game, there's an ending that's just too good and emotionally charged to spoil. Gris is the type of game where the visual style takes center stage. Its hand-drawn style is absolutely stunning, and every time a new color is added into the palette, you almost want to cheer out loud at how beautiful the game is. There is always something interesting to look at, whether it's something that you're doing, something in the background, or even some of the little critters found throughout the world. When a game can keep you in awe from the very start to the very end, you know you found something special. As beautiful as the visuals are in Gris, the soundtrack truly complements everything that you see in the game. Along your adventure, the player is put through a number of emotions, everything from fear and sadness to anger, to moments of happiness. And the musical score of the game perfectly tells you exactly how your character is feeling. The music is just the icing on the cake that can take a strong moment in the game and actually bring tears to your eyes. From the very moment that I first saw a screenshot from Gris, I knew that I wanted this game. And let me tell you, I was not disappointed. The entire time I was playing Gris, there were several moments I literally gasped at how beautiful the game was and at what was going on. Other than a couple brief moments where I felt like I was going in circles, I was always excited about what was coming next. I also very much appreciate the fact that Nomada Studios doesn't hold your hand. There are subtle clues of where to go and what to do next, but there's no prolonged tutorial that you have to wait through. You simply start the game and enjoy the ride. There seems to be some replay value too, with trying to find all the secret stars. I absolutely think this game is worth every dime. If this is the kind of work Nomada Studios can put out, I can't wait to see what the future holds for them. Gris is a gem you need to try for yourself.